Hello guys and welcome to the VCS Assessment Masterclass. The VCS online test is much more than just an assessment, as it is cleverly designed by the company to evaluate your customer service skills through various sections and tricky questions. And in this video, we will decode and cover two crucial sections of this assessment: customer conversation and work style assessment. Let's begin with the first crucial section, customer conversation. Guys, this is considered to be the toughest section of this assessment, where most candidates struggle to score well. This section is so well designed that it allows the company to thoroughly check your problem solving, decision making, and communication skills all in one go. Guys, honestly speaking, I won't say this test is too tough or too easy. The company just wants to hire the best candidates for their virtual customer service role, and they have cleverly designed this part of the assessment to help achieve this goal. So to score really well in this section, you just need to focus on two important things. First, understand the test pattern, and secondly, learn how to handle the tricky questions. So let's first understand the test pattern used in this section. Guys, as I said earlier, I've already decoded this assessment. So now let me first show you the pattern used in this section. So the customer conversation assessment is divided into two parts: conversation with Christina and conversation with Alex. Both parts have similar format and contains 4 questions each. Question 1, listen and decide. Question 2, listen and record. Question 3 is same as question 2, listen and record. And question 4, read and decide. Guys, before we look into our first question, let me clarify that this is part 2 of the VCS assessment. In part 1, we have already covered briefing for the first section, which is called working with customers. Guys, I highly recommend watching this video first, as it focuses on the toughest section of this test. After you're done with this video, you can go back and check out part 1 to be fully prepared. I will leave the link of part 1 at the end of this video. Let's take a look at the sample question number 1 of conversation with Christina. As I said earlier, question number 1 is listen and decide. So in this section, you will listen to a customer's query in a recorded voice format, and your task will be to choose the best response from the given 4 options. Guys, I honestly can't show you the actual test screen or play the original recording due to the copyright issues. So I'll try my best to explain things on my own way. A recorded voice or Christina will say, "This all membership requirements isn't fair. Everyone should be able to purchase items on your website and use products without having to pay for this privilege." And at the bottom of the screen, you will find your task. The task reads as, what would be the best way to respond to the customer? So you need to pick the right answer from the options provided. Now, if you take a look at the screen, they have already shared the memberships and discounts policy, which you need to read to find out the answer. Now, in order to save time, I've already done my research and found the correct answer. The answer to this question is found in the first point of the policy. Membership isn't required to purchase products or services. So the point that we should choose from the given options would be, it seems like you're feeling frustrated. Please note that a membership isn't required to buy or use products. Guys, now let's move on to question number 2, which is listen and record. So in this part, you will listen to an audio recording of a customer's concern, and then your task will be to record your response for at least 1 minute to address the customer's concern. Guys, please remember this very important point, that you can record your responses twice. This means, for some reason, if you're not happy with your initial response, then you can re-record your answer. And as I mentioned earlier, question 2 and question 3 are both listen and record questions. And both these questions are specially designed to evaluate your communication skills. It will focus mainly on your fluency, grammar, and pronunciation to ensure you can effectively handle real customer calls. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the part of the assessment where most candidates struggle the most and lose the maximum points. And I've observed 2 major reasons behind losing points. First, the audio will be played either in an American accent or a British accent. And most of the times, candidates struggle to understand concerns due to the accent issues. And secondly, majority of candidates find it very difficult to speak fluently for complete 1 minute, which is basically a bare minimum requirement of this section. But guys, don't worry. I will give you the exact answers to all these questions and a few tips to help you score maximum. Let's move on to question number 2 and see what Christina has to say. But it will be in my voice. I think I qualify for your membership benefits given how much money I already spent here. I spent a lot of money with you, and now you want me to pay more money to be a member? I just don't understand what people get out of the membership. So guys, now let's first understand what approach to follow with these kind of questions. So whenever you come across a question or an audio where the customer is sounding unhappy, frustrated, or he or she is complaining about something, always start your response by showing empathy and giving an assurance statement. Empathy means showing understanding and concern for the customer's feelings and make them feel heard. At the same time, giving assurance statement means let the customer know you will resolve their concern and they can trust you to handle the issue. Guys, this is something that you will learn in your training after you join the organization, but I thought of sharing it right now to help you create a decent answer. Guys, let me give you a couple of good statements that you can use in any answer. I can certainly understand your concern about the XYZ thing, and I would feel the same in your situation. Don't worry, I'll take care of the issue and make sure it is resolved by the end of the call. Guys, trust me, you can literally start all your answers using this statement. Now let's have a look at how to respond to the customer concern. Well, I can certainly understand your concern about spending a lot of money on shopping and feeling you should get our membership benefits. I would feel the same in your situation. But don't worry, I'll take care of the issue and make sure it is resolved by the end of the call. First of all, you don't need a membership to purchase products or services from us. So you're always welcome to shop without enrolling for any membership plans. However, our membership plans are designed to offer a wide range of benefits that can enhance your shopping experience, especially if you shop frequently. Let me quickly give you a brief overview of our plans. So we have 3 plans: Base Plan, Base Plus, and Premium Plan. So Base Plus plan would cost you $10 per month. This plan includes free shipping and returns as well as same-day delivery on selected products. It's a great option if you're looking for essential benefits and convenience. Our second plan is Base Plus plan that would cost you $30 per month. This plan includes all the benefits of the base plan plus additional discounts on all products. It's an ideal plan if you want to save money on your purchases while enjoying other base benefits. Our last plan is Premium Plus that would cost you $60 per month. This comprehensive plan includes everything from the base and base plus plans, plus same-day delivery for all products, exclusive private label discounts, and unlimited streaming of movies and TV shows. This plan is specially designed for those who want most value and premium shopping experience. If you have any questions about these plans or need help choosing the one that best fits your needs, please let me know. I'm here to help and ensure you get the most out of your experience with us. Guys, did you notice how easily we created a good answer using our pre-decided statements? So the key here is, for these kind of questions, you can always start and end your answer with the same opening and closing statement that I gave you. And for the middle part, you can start reading out the refund or return policy given on the screen or any other additional information. Guys, I hope now using this trick, you won't find any issues in clearing this section. Now let's quickly move on to our question number 3. And as I said earlier, question 3 is same as question 2, which is listen and respond. So Christina will say, my co-worker just signed up for a premium membership and he loves it, but I just don't think it makes any sense for me. It's a lot of money at $60 per month. That's $720 per year. That's way too expensive. Even if I want to get a membership, I really can't afford it at this price. Guys, now it's time to create a good response to this question. And again, you can start your answer with the same opening since customer is concerned about the cost of the membership. Now let's quickly look at the sample response. I can certainly understand your concern about the cost of our premium membership and would feel the same in your situation. Don't worry, I'll take care of the issue and make sure it is resolved by the end of the call. First of all, if our premium plan feels a bit too expensive at $60 per month, you might find our base or base plus plan to be best fit for your needs and budget. These plans and option still offers excellent benefits while being more affordable. I would be more than happy to assist you with signing up for one of these plans right away if you are interested. Now let me give you a brief overview of all these plans. Guys, in this answer, you can literally repeat the same thing what you have done in the previous question. You can give the same information about the plans the way we did it in the last question. So base plus plan will cost you about $10 per month. See what I'm doing? I'm actually giving the same information which I gave in the previous question. By doing this, you don't have to create new answers every time. As I said earlier, you will always have some sort of plans, details, benefits given on your screen. You can always create a good answer using that information. So for this question, I will repeat exactly the same information which I gave in the earlier part. You can literally go ahead and use the same closing statement which we used earlier. If you have any question about these plans or need help choosing the one that best fits your needs, please let me know. I'm here to help and ensure you get the most out of our experience with us. Let's quickly move on to the question number 4. So based on the previous questions and conversations, you will get another multiple choice question. Your task is to pick the best answer from the options provided. Guys, you will also see a membership and discount policy table on your screen, and you'll be asked a question like, if a customer wants to use a friend's membership to get a discount on a specific item, how would you respond? So you will get 4 options to choose from, or there could be a possibility you may get arrange the order situation where you may have to rank the responses accordingly. Now, if you carefully check the policy table, you will find the answer easily. Members can't share membership benefits with non-members. So the correct answer would be the third option. Unfortunately, membership discounts can't be extended to non-members. Guys, in a nutshell, question 1 and 4 will be easy, while the more challenging questions will be number 2 and number 3. Now let's quickly move on to the second part of this assessment, conversation with Alex. And as I said earlier, second part will be same as part 1. You will have a total of 4 questions. The first one will be the MCQ one. Guys, if you're finding this video and its information valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Hyronics. If you subscribe today, you will get endless valuable content in future also. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's quickly take a look at the question number 1 of conversation with Alex. A recorded voice or Alex will say, I experienced an issue last week that was really upsetting. I got charged the wrong price for the e-reader I purchased on your website. Good thing I looked at my email notification and saw the incorrect charge. Honestly, the whole experience was very frustrating. And guys, at the bottom of the screen, you will see your task. The task reads as, what would be the best way to respond to the customer? And from here, you need to pick the right answer from the options provided. Guys, the option which is highlighted with green is the correct answer in this case. Now let's quickly move on to our question number 2 and see what Alex has to say. Alex's recorded voice will say, to be clear, I called last week and an agent fixed the error. However, I'm still really upset that I was charged $1 more than I expected. Now I feel like I have to always review my checkout cart before purchasing anything on your website. Guys, now let's try to create a good response to this query using the technique which we saw in the previous part. I can certainly understand your concern about being charged more than expected. I would feel the same in your situation. Don't worry, I'll take care of the issue and make sure it is resolved by the end of the call. First of all, I apologize for any inconvenience this additional charge has caused you. I will carefully review the details of your recent transaction to understand why that extra charge occurred. If there was a mistake on our end, I will make sure it is corrected immediately. Our goal is to make sure that you are satisfied with your experience and that you feel confident in your purchases. As a gesture of goodwill for the inconvenience you have experienced, I would like to offer you a 10% discount on your next purchase from our website. This discount is our way of saying thank you for your patience and understanding while we resolve the issue. In the future, I request you to review your checkout cart to ensure everything looks correct before finalizing your purchase. This can help you prevent any surprises. However, please be assured that we are committed to providing you with a smooth and enjoyable shopping experience. I thank you for your understanding and for bringing this matter to our attention. If you have any further questions or need additional assistance, please feel free to let us know. I'm here to help and would be more than happy to assist you further. Guys, let's move on to our question number 3. And as I said earlier, question 3 is same as question 2, which is listen and respond. So a recorded voice or Alex will say, speaking of problems, my last online order delivery was late. I was expecting my monthly vitamin shipment at 8 a.m., but it arrived at 8:30 a.m. Can you believe it? First, you almost overcharged me, and then my vitamin subscription is delivered late. It seems you clearly did not value me as a patron. Guys, now let's try to create a good response to this customer query using our method and trick. You can say, I can certainly understand your concern about the delay in your vitamin delivery. I would feel the same in your situation. Don't worry, I'll take care of the issue and make sure it is resolved by the end of the call. I know how crucial it is for your vitamin to arrive on time, especially given the importance of your daily routine. I understand how frustrating it may be when things doesn't go as planned. I will investigate why there was a delay with your delivery and ensure that we address any issues in our process to prevent such delays in the future. Our commitment is to ensure that you receive your orders on time, particularly when it comes to essential items like your vitamins. Please be rest assured that we are taking this seriously and we are working to improve our delivery schedules. I must thank you for your patience and bringing this issue to our notice. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help and make sure your experience with us is smooth and satisfactory. Let's quickly move on to our question number 4. So based on the previous customer query, our task would be, what would you do after this interaction with the customer? So there are 4 options that's been given to us. The one that's highlighted with green is the correct answer. Tell your manager about the issue which customer experienced before the end of your shift. Section 3, work style assessment. Through this part of the assessment, the company wants to understand your work style, how you approach, organize, or handle your day-to-day responsibility on the job. Now let me explain you what to expect in this section. So on your screen, you will see 2 statements. Below them, you will find 2 options, most like me or more like me. Your task is to select the statement that best fits your personality or work style. Let me explain you through an example. Statement 1 says, I'm calm in sensitive situations. Statement 2, I'm as much of a self-starter as anyone else. From these 2 statements, you will need to choose one of the 2 options, most like me or more like me. So in this section, you will get a total of 40 to 45 different statements. So guys, now let's talk about the most frequently asked question. Should you choose most like me or more like me? As I said earlier, through this part of the assessment, the company is looking for precise information about your work style and how you approach things. So they basically want you to select the option that best matches who you really are. Now coming back to these statements, if you closely look at the options, you will find that the answer to this question is actually in the options themselves. Most likely means the statement perfectly describes you. It best matches your personality and behavior. On the other hand, more like me means the statement somewhat describes you, but not as strongly. Since the company wants information that most accurately reflects who you are, I strongly recommend choosing most like me as it describes you best. Now let me quickly share some sample statements you will encounter in this section, along with the answers and explanation for why you should choose a particular option. Let's move on to our first statement. Statement 1 reads as, sometimes I work hard and sometimes I hardly work. Second statement reads as, setbacks are hard to manage. From these 2 given statements, your task is to choose one of the options below, most like me or more like me. Let me now explain you which option you should choose and why. So we must choose most like me under setbacks are hard to manage because this shows honesty about challenges and the areas of growth, whereas in the first option, sometimes I work hard and sometimes I hardly work, inconsistent work shows unreliability. Let's move on to our next statement. Statement 1 reads as, acquiring knowledge from different areas help me solve problems. Statement 2 reads as, I notice details that most people miss. Again, from these 2 given statements, your task is to choose the one that best describes you or is more like you. Now let me give you the answer and the explanation as well. We should choose acquiring knowledge from different areas help me solve problems as the most like me option. This statement clearly shows a proactive approach to problem solving by utilizing diverse knowledge, which is often more valuable than just noticing details. But of course, the second statement shows your attentiveness, but it focuses more on narrower aspects of your skills. Now let's move on to our next statement. Statement 1. I sometimes accept guidance from others. Statement 2. I persist until a task is done. So your task is to choose one statement that best describes you or is more like you. Now let me tell you the option that we should choose along with the explanation why we are choosing it. So we should choose I persist until a task is done as the most like me option. This statement clearly reflects your determination and reliability, showing a strong commitment to completing tasks. On the other hand, the first statement, I sometimes accept guidance from others, suggests a dependence on others and less initiative. Guys, I've already explained quite a few statements and gave you the explanation for the answers, but if I keep doing it for every statement, that will make this video too long. Instead, I will display all the answers on the screen. You can read the questions one by one along with the answers, or you can either pause the video to read them or take a screenshot to read them later. And guys, yes, don't skip this part of the video because it's super important to attempt every question and clear every section to pass the assessment. The more prepared you are, the better your chances of passing. And guys, all the answers are in front of you now, so make sure to prepare well and read these questions carefully. By doing this, you won't get confused or surprised by the tricky question asked in the real interview. Guys, now let me show you all the slides one by one. And as I said earlier, you can either pause the video to read these statements and the answers along with the explanation, or take a screenshot and read them later. But make sure you don't miss out on any statement, any question, or any answer. Guys, just the final words. It takes a lot of hard work to create assessment masterclass videos like this one. And all I need in return is your support to grow this channel. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to my channel Hieronics. I thank you for being such a lovely audience. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye now.